So yes, .NET Framework, this is slides. Interesting 2-3 days of my life that happens last year. Debugging, I was thinking of giving this talk last year, then do this. This year, I've heard .NET Framework was already not supported, so no point, but no, it's alive and kicking, so I have something to talk about. So yes, if you have ASP.NET service still running somewhere, then you might consider updating to newest.NET, but it happens that services breaks and you have to fix them. I look at the logs. What do we have here? An operation on socket could not be performed because of the system lacked sufficient buffer space or because of queue was full. Do bind on sending request to the other microservice. So what's going on? Apparently, yeah, ephemeral ports were exhausted. Looking at netstat or other facilities, plenty of bounded ports. Bound, if you know something about TCP stack, it's not really a status of the TCP. So it's somewhere in Windows, because we're running in Windows, obviously. Process Explorer finally gives us some clues that there are plenty of handles to device AFD, which quick Google search will tell you that it is actually one of the drivers in the network stack in Windows. What do we do? .NET Framework has peculiar HTTP client implementation where you have disposable object that you shouldn't dispose, for example, but that's another problem. And what happened right now will be my not very well educated understanding. So if anyone in the audience knows better, please let me know what's going on. But garbage collector. Garbage collector, we have memory in blue, number of bounded ports in green, and the line in orange is when too much memory is being used and garbage collector is actually being run. And because it is run when the memory is used too much, and it's actually freeing more than just memory. It's also freeing ports, bounded ports to the application. So as long as you have fewer requests that are memory heavy, you are fine, because garbage collector will run and not a problem. But what if you have a lot of requests that do not use much memory? Then memory is not a problem, garbage collector will never run, and your application will just shut down because you cannot do any more HTTP requests to other services. And yeah, we have a problem. So what can we do? Extending the context, oops. Yeah, with most. If fixing an application is not an option, because to give let me have explanation, we did have an access to source code, so I could check that there is not a problem in implementation in our application, but we could not have fixed anything in source code actually. So a few proposed solutions: running garbage collector every time, performance it, because you don't always need to run garbage collector. Rank it from outside of the application if we detect port exhaustion. Hacking. According to Stack Overflow answers, at least it's kind of working, but not always, not a great thing. Actually, thing that I have proposed was just lowering the memory of the server. It's not. The server had too much memory. The end result. Yeah, our operations team was not very pleased with this solution. Risky, who knows what will happen, because maybe. So sorry, Julia, but adding another server was actually a solution here. Not very sustainable thing, but problem solved. However, at the end, the whole problem was because the port were not released when we were disposing the request handlers response fix like this. So huzzah for the structures in C++. Thank you.